What's up, guys? How y'all doing?
Jay's talked a lot about progressions and seeing the field and going through the reads and so forth as something that you need to work on. As time has gone by, are you starting to see and looking at yourself on film what he's trying to get at, and are you starting to get that a little bit more?
Yeah, you watch the film, you learn from your mistakes, you see where you could have gotten the ball out in certain situations, and then you apply that to the next game. So looking forward to applying that to this game.
Before he talked about wanting to see you play with more confidence and the swagger. Did that return the other day? Did you feel more confident out there? And if so, what was the result?
Like I said, you got to go out there and have fun and play the game the way you know how to play it. So that's the real focus, and try to get a win.
Did you see a difference in yourself, even watching on film, when you felt like you were playing that way compared to?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you got to go out there and when your number's called, be ready to go and play with an enthusiasm and a fire in your belly, and that's what I did.
Hey, Robert, Jay was just talking about your pace of getting back up off the ground a little faster, and that you guys discussed this. Are we going to see a difference in you on Saturday when you are on the ground? Is this something that you're aware of, that you're trying to get up faster?
I'm not going to overanalyze that kind of stuff, guys. I'm just, I'll get up. That's all that matters. As long as you get up, doesn't matter how many times you get knocked down. As long as you get up, you're okay.
From when you look back at that game, what did you see that you want to build on? What are some areas that you felt like, okay, this is something that I can take and get better on, and other things you want to work on?
Yeah, I mean, just want to get the ball in our receivers' hands and let them do work. And at times we did that in the game and got some big gains from it. And that's what we're looking to do. This defense that we're facing is real aggressive. They're going to challenge everything, and our guys, I think, are up for the challenge.
For their up-tempo offense, it wouldn't. For your offense, maybe having less time on the bench, being ready to go quicker, is there a difference for you? Is there a difference in how you prepare? I would imagine probably similar to some of the college games you played. Yeah,
I mean, you just want you want your defense to get them off the field so you can have more opportunities to score, and that's what we're looking forward to doing. When you run an up tempo, I have experience running the up tempo. You can be out there for a long time and have long sustained drives, or you can not have that, and we have as an offense have to be ready for either.
Robert, you have your medical history, but how do you react when you're labeled as being an injury-prone player?
I don't react at all because it's not true.
Do you think you've just been the victim of bad luck?
I don't know. Everything happens for a reason. That's just the way I look at it, and God always has a plan. So anything that He allows to happen to you, it's meant to be, and He wants you to come out of it stronger.
Robert, it's been such a crazy year. This is the third time you've been installed as a starting quarterback this season, each time under a different circumstance. How do you, process that as in how is this time different than the other two?
Yeah, I mean, we got 2 games left, and we got to make sure that as a team we go out there ready to play. Because anytime you have a chance to go out there and play this game, we are playing at a high level. These guys in there are the best in the world, so we have to go out there and show it. I pray that the team is ready to go. I'll make sure I get them ready to go, and we'll follow Jay's lead.
How and why did you arrive at the decision to stop participating in social media? I think you've had one tweet since November 28th, and I think it was a retweet, nothing on Facebook. What's behind all that?
It's similar to the press conference I had before the San Francisco game. It just felt like for me, anything that I was saying, whether it was positive or negative, whether it was a positive retweet or anything like that, it was getting twisted and turned against me and against this team. So I felt like I shouldn't, say very much. That's why I came out and we had the focus on San Francisco thing. And I think people got a kick out of that, but it was by design because. I feel like I can be free up here and talk to you guys, but sometimes things get twisted and turned, and it creates a distraction for the team, and I didn't want that to happen. So I'll start participating in social media, again after the season, but for right now, I won't say much.
Robert, I know every game is important to you, to the team, what have you. Does this game, because it's now again another opportunity, you were named the starter early in the week, it's at home, and a chance to maybe knock out Philadelphia from playoff positioning, mean any more than just a game?
I mean, you can say that, and you can make arguments for that, but the way we're going to approach it is another opportunity to go out there and get better, and that's what we have to do. We got to create some positive momentum going into the off season, and this is one of those games. They have a lot riding on the line in this game, so we know they're going to come ready, and we have to make sure we match that intensity and be physical.
Once you get the ball out quicker, make decisions faster, be more decisive, where do you find that balance of pulling that trigger but also not being so reckless that you just throw, make a mistake?
Yeah, you got to be smart with the ball. It's all about managing the game and being a quarterback. So you go back, you watch the tape from the past game, you figure out the situations where you could have been more decisive, and then you apply that to this game with the game plan that we have. That way you have an approach towards every single play.
Robert, it's sort of what you just alluded to with the social media stuff. It got to a point where there's so much noise around you. The play wasn't what you wanted on the field, all the distractions off the field. Was there a point in the last couple of weeks where you just stopped, took a deep breath, and said, okay, let's just sort of hit the reset button and get back to what I do and, try and get away from all that?
Yeah, I mean, you can't pay attention to that kind of stuff. And just the way I looked at it, it was the best thing for me, best thing for the team. Just with all the noise, I mean, I played a game, and then I was out for 7 weeks, and there's still a ton of noise. And sometimes you don't understand certain things, and they don't go the way that you want them to go. But if I get criticized for retweeting about going to a charity event for a foundation, I mean, what else can you do? So I decided to just shut that down and not focus on that. And it's not that I was focused on it before. I just felt like it would cut out a little bit of it for me. And I'm sure there's still a lot of noise out there, but I don't ever see it.
Along those lines, I mean, you are somebody who likes to be very sociable and open and all that. Is it hard not to interact the way you want to?
No, I mean, like I said, I've been off of it, so yeah, that's been relatively easy. But like I said, I'll get back into that in the off season. I am a social person. I like to be open and talk to the fans, and we'll definitely get back to that. But for now, I'll just leave it alone.
And how you talk about the noise around you. At what point did you feel, is it this season before, that it just kind of got out of control, out of your control, about how things, maybe your actions were perceived?
That goes way back to way before, but it's nothing that we need to talk about up here or that I need to focus on. So I don't really worry about that. And the way things are perceived are always gonna not be sometimes the way that they should be, and that's unfortunate.
Is there anything you learned last year towards the end of the year, just as you guys were losing all those games down the stretch, that you're taking this year about how to conduct yourselves, the importance of a win, how to deal with the losing locker room, those kinds of things?
Yeah, you got to have a spark. We got to have a spark when we got it on the field, and we got to make sure good things are happening early on in the game to make sure that everybody stays locked in. And I plan to be that spark and facilitate the ball to allow our other guys to make those plays.
Jay said that he wants somebody to take this quarterback position and run with it. What does that mean to you, and how do you feel like you're going to go about doing that?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played very many games this year, so my goal is, to always go out there and be the guy, and that's my only focus. So I'm not really worried about anything else.
Robert, you've always been upbeat, and now you're up there, you're answering all the questions right and everything like that. But where are you mentally right now, towards the end of the season?
Oh, I'm in a great place. God's blessed me with a lot of mental toughness to be able to deal with all this stuff, and just having the right people around me, the right people to talk to. It's been very, very helpful going through this process. So I'm in a great place mentally. I just want to play football.
Last one. I know that touchdown reversal was tough. Have you had a chance to review it, and does it change your mind at all?
No, it's a touchdown.